Hi everyone. So today we're going to talk about the IT biodiversity target. These were global goals under the Convention on Biological Diversity. They were agreed in 2010 in Nagoya, Japan, and were meant to guide action from 2011 to 2020. The big idea was simple actually, to stop biodiversity loss and make sure that nature is a part of our future. There's 20 target were grouped into five big themes. First, mainstream biodiversity into policy and daily life. Second, to cut the reverse of biodiversity loss. Third, to expand protect area and safeguard species and also the genetic diversity. Fourth, to focus on restoring ecosystem and sharing benefit fairly. And last, to build the knowledge, capacity, and funding needed to make all this possible. But the ICU target have a face some big challenge. First, there's rapid biodiversity loss and habitat degradation. This deforestation, farming, and cities were fragmenting ecosystem. To respond, country expand protect area like 17% on land and inland water and 10% of marine area. They also use a national biodiversity strategy and action plans plus a restoration program and ecological planning tool. Second, over exploitation of resources in land and ocean were being used faster than they could recover. Initiative here included new guidelines, impact assessment, and an incentive measure to encourage sustainable use. Third, low public awareness. Like people didn't always see how biodiversity matters in daily life. The CBD push a communication, education, and public awareness program SIPA to the school and media campaign. Fourth, weak legal framework. There's many country like strong biodiversity laws. In response, legal tools were developed including the Nagoya Protocol on access and benefit sharing and the Addis Ababa Principle and guideline for sustainability use. Fifth, lack of financial and technological capacity, especially in Indonesia like us, developing country like us. To address this, there were research mobilization strategy, funding to the Global Environment Facility, and technical support program like Sustainable Ocean Initiative and Biopama. And finally, climate change and invasive species. The response was ecosystem-based adaptation, invasive alien species management, and ecosystem restoration plan. To deal with the challenge, CBD used a mixed tool like policy planning, like National Biodiversity Strategy Action Plan and Impact Assessment, economic tools such as cutting harmful subsidy and put a value on and on ecosystem service, data and knowledge to monitoring the global database, ecosystem approach using marine spatial planning and habitat restoration, communication and legal approach including traditional knowledge and Nagoya Protocol, and of course capacity building and partnership with awareness campaign and training program through SEPA work with local and NGOs.
Since the IG targets also relate with the ocean, so marine ecological skill sets are needed. First, we need strong knowledge of species interactions, ecosystem structure and function, and the impacts of global change like climate change and its side effects like ocean acidification. Second, we need the ability to observe, monitor, and collect data using both modern tools and conventional methods. Like we can see on the picture, we have to know how to use plot like well, and we have to learn how to observe with modern tools. Third, being able to analyze and interpret data to understand what's really happening. Also, we need to aware of invasive species, like being able to recognize whether it is invasive or not and how to handle them. Fifth, using habitat mapping and ecological modeling with tools like GIS and remote sensing, and marine spatial planning and coastal management to help design effective marine protected areas. But the question is, did we succeed? By 2020, unfortunately, none of the 20 HE targets were fully achieved, but there was partial progress on 6 of them. In the detail, like Target 9 for invasive species, there was success in eradication on some islands, but overall introduction kept rising. Target 11 for protected areas, coverage grew, but many weren't effective enough. Target 16 about Nagoya Protocol, most countries signed on, but implementation was uneven. And Target 17 related to NBSAP, most countries met biodiversity strategies, but not all followed through. Target 19 about data, monitoring improved with new tools, but big gaps remain. And Target 20 about finance and funding increased, but was still far too small compared to money going into harmful activities. That's why in 2022, governments agreed on a new global biodiversity framework called Kunming-Montreal Global Biodiversity Framework. In the end, IG targets only get partial success. There were some progress like more protected areas and so on, but the main issues still there, like weak enforcement and limited funding still occurs. On the top of that, global trade, harmful subsidies, and lack of strong political will kept driving biodiversity loss faster than conservation could keep up. That's why, despite the efforts, the targets didn't fully succeed. So that's all from us. Thank you.